I am Nick Shell, the living legend of hair loss, and perhaps your personal hairline hero. Let's get to work. I received a comment on a video I made about a week ago. The video was called, "You watch my hair loss videos equals you're godless and psychologically damaged from censored." The word was porn. I can't say the word porn or pornography in a title, otherwise I won't be able to make money from the video, and in theory it pushes it further down the list as far as suggested videos. So that's why I can't say pornography, but I strongly believe that so much of my own viewers, which is nearly 10,000 now, that most of you are daily consuming porn. And forget about the religious side of it. I'm not here to tell you, wag my finger at you and say, hey, you're morally wrong for participating in pornography and consuming that. That's not my take on it. While I personally do believe that, that's not my take on it. My take on it for you is that it's psychologically damaging you. And I feel that it's the equivalent of, in some ways, being sexually assaulted, but allowing that to happen yourself when you're a teenager, exposing yourself to that. And especially now more than ever, guys that are in their 20s or teenagers back when they had such access to pornography as it's never been before. So much access everywhere. And I absolutely believe that is a major reason why so many young guys are obsessed with the fear of losing their hair, because they have no sense of identity. They base it off of something like that, which is so far from reality. That's one of my pillars of my beliefs about all this, and that's one of the reasons I don't actually care about my hair. I'm trying to sincerely, psychologically help you through this, and I know that's a big part of it. So I made a video about that. It was a comment that someone had left, and so the video, Jason Daniels left a comment on that saying, quote, "We are all atheists about most of the gods that humanity has ever believed in. Some of us just go one god further." To which I responded, "I saw that episode of Joe Rogan Experience recently as well. However, it does not require a person to be an atheist in order to be so obsessed with their insecurities of hair loss that they base their identity off of it. Even Christians can be godless if they are so self-centered that they keep obsessing over their appearance. Christianity teaches the opposite of the scarcity mindset of my viewers." And then Jason said, "Well, I guess I don't buy the premise that being obsessed with hair loss has anything to do with real religiosity." To which I said, "Being obsessed with one's appearance is the opposite of Christianity and most of the world's religions. The point of my channel is to highlight this to my insecure viewers." So that's what I want to really focus on, is this concept of how self-obsessed my viewers are. Now, what I'm here to say is not, hey, you're losers, you're bad people. I'm here to say, I would like to help you, but you'd have to help yourself. You'd have to recognize that ultimately, like I always point out, that there's a video in the description right here. If you click on it, you can learn how society actually judges you. It's not your hair. There's 10 things that you're being brutally judged on by everybody. They're not telling you that they're judging you on those things, but they are. And wouldn't you want to cater to the things they actually judge you on? Wouldn't that make more sense than me trying to tell you, everybody loves you, everything's great? No, the world doesn't work that way. You have to earn respect from people. There are things that make you actually attractive beyond physically how you look. There's a list of 10 things, and your looks aren't actually on that list, other than as a man being fit and healthy. You are judged on that by society, specifically as a man. That's one of the things in the list of 10 things I came up with. And also there's the same video. It tells you the 5 ways to predict if you're gonna go bald. But what's funny is when people leave me comments saying, "Nick, my dad's go bald, am I gonna go bald? Or I've got hair in the shower, am I gonna go bald?" They always ask the wrong questions. Or when they do watch this video, they don't answer all 5 of them. They just answer one thing and look over that. So it tells me I have a viewership that is very much self-obsessed and insecure ultimately. When you're insecure, it is a reflection of the fact that you don't know who you are. You do not know what you're good at. You do not know what you're bad at. You do not understand that the world judges you very harshly, but not on your looks, not there's 10 other things that you've got to get past first. Even if your looks were, and your hair specifically was the 11th thing, there's still 10 other things that they're judging you on. So ultimately, I want to remind everybody that yes, your biggest problem is not your hair. It's that you're obsessed with yourself. It's almost like being conceited. Imagine a person who is really into their looks thinking, man, I'm great. Everybody loves me because I look awesome. Physically, I look awesome. You think, I don't want to be around that person. They're conceited. Do you realize that's you? Just on the dark end of the spectrum? That instead, perhaps, maybe the reason people find it harder to like you is because you are obsessed with your looks. It's just the opposite. It's that you're so insecure about your hair, your hairline, or that you might go bald, and maybe you will go bald. But again, assuming worst case scenario, that was number 11 on the list of things that people judge you on. There's 10 other things. And it's very telling that I never, ever get comments on the video that's in the description. I keep telling you about it, but no one ever watches it. It's not a popular video. People don't leave comments on it. People don't look at the 5 things and say, Nick was able to successfully help me understand if I'm going to go bald or not, because here are the 5 responses to the 5 things. And I also don't have people, after they watch the same video that tells you the 10 things that society judges you on, I don't have people saying, oh, that was helpful because now I realize here's these other things that I'm actually being judged by, and especially by women. See, no one's saying thanks, Nick. No one's saying thanks for helping me, because they're too focused on themselves to get over themselves. And granted, that's what this list is largely about. Stopping focusing on yourself and instead focusing on other people, which in turn makes them like you more. That's how the world actually works. So yes, this is a problem. I've got a viewership of nearly 10,000 people, mainly men who are consuming pornography daily. It has warped their brain. It has warped their version of reality. It makes them think that their hair is their identity. Instead, they just don't know what they're good or bad at yet. They don't probably even know how to talk to women. I mean, for example, if you were going to ask a girl out on a date, this is what you should never do. Hey, I was wondering if you'd like to go out with me sometime. See, that's horrible. That's a horrible way to ask a girl out. No, you're not wondering. You're confident in yourself. Because no one can tell the difference between fake confidence and real confidence. So, men don't wonder if, well, I'm married, but assume I wasn't married. I wouldn't wonder if she wants to go out with me. I would, or even if I was wondering, I wouldn't tell her that, because that shows that I'm insecure. She is buying my security. That's security sells when you're a man, not your hair, but your security sells. So instead of, I was wondering, no, say, I would like to take you out. How about we go and then you could suggest a place. I would like to take you out, and then tell her the place that you'd like to. And there you go. It's not even almost asking, it's more of telling her, hey, here's what I would like. I would like to take you out to this place. Would you like to do this? I would. I'd like to go with you. I'd like to take you there. Because that shows confidence. And it's not, I was wondering if maybe no. Hey, there's this thing going on Saturday. I would love to take you there. How about it? You want to go with me that day? Done. See, that's a very simple change, but when you watch movies, you see the insecure way portrayed instead. This channel is ultimately about you learning to become secure in yourself, working with what you've got. Because mainly, it's about mental hygiene. You need to do a lot of cleaning. You need to get the mental floss and get all that junk out of your brain. You need to stop obsessing over yourself. Get over yourself. I feel like I'm Johnny on Cobra Kai, the series on Netflix, where I've got people who keep showing up to my class. And I'm like, step one, you got to stop being who you are. Just be yourself, man. No. Don't just be yourself. You need to become a different version of yourself so that you can respect yourself, so that other people can respect you. Hair loss is irrelevant. Hair loss is what got you in the door. Step number 1 is accepting that is a waste of time. Remember, if you really want help, you'll watch the video below and you'll leave a comment and you will Tell me if you're gonna go bald or not based on all 5 of the things, and then you'll tell me out of the 10 things, the things that you need to improve on. And then you're never gonna talk about hair loss again, because it doesn't matter. Focus on what matters.